Hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and this hypnosis session you're about to listen to is all about healing the eyes. And it's one of the things, I think, the sense that most people just take for granted. We just assume that if you've got good vision, you're always going to have good vision. But it is one of the senses that if people start to lose, it can really affect the quality of life more so than perhaps hearing or losing smell. A lot of people lost their smell for either a short or long period of time during the pandemic, and it didn't really affect their quality of life that much. But when you lose your vision, it can really affect you. And I was working with a client that had double vision in one eye. They were needing a patch to cover one of the eyes, and the eye doctor believed that it was either muscles around the eye, of which there are 6, or the nerves that connect the eye to the brain. So what you're going to hear in this hypnosis session is, I think, quite an elegant metaphor, because it takes the idea of a precision watch. I love my watches, and precision watches have got lots and lots of moving parts. And if just one of those moving parts doesn't quite work right, even if every other part in the watch is working perfectly, it doesn't tell accurate time. It also uses the idea of nanobots. Nanobots is this futuristic technology where they actually create things at a molecular level that has the ability to do things. Now, this is mainly science fiction now, but I think we're probably maybe 10 years away from this kind of technology, where things about the same size of cells have the ability to kind of go around and repair the body. It starts with these nanobots repairing the watch. Clearly, that's a metaphor for the eye, and then it moves on to the eye. It also has the control room of the mind, modality and protocol in this. And it isn't just to kind of see the repairs taking place, but also they were low on vitamin D. So there's a vitamin D absorption and health optimization suggestion in there as well. There's a lot going on here. It will benefit people with some kind of issue, and that might be migraines related to vision. It might be eye strain. If you look at screens all the day like I do, sometimes you might have tired eyes. Or it might be that there is actually something wrong, blurred vision, double vision, something like that, in which case you'll get maximum value. But because it has a metaphor of self-repairing the body, it doesn't have to be that. It could just be that you want to optimize your health and you want to feel that you're getting healthy, and you've got these nanobots, which is clearly a metaphor for cells within the body. The body can already self-heal, and you know that to be the case because if you were to cut your finger or bruise yourself, within a few days it's already healing, if not healed. So your body can do this at a cellular level. It doesn't need robots to fix yourself, but it's a great metaphor for healing. So if you like the idea of healing yourself physically, particularly around the eyes, but not necessarily, you'll probably get some value from this session. Obviously, it was created for an individual. Some of the suggestions would have been right for them and not at all right for you, particularly if you don't have any eye health issues. In which case, if you like the idea of working with me directly, there will be a link in the description where you can schedule a completely free consultation call. We'll have a chat, and it might be that I end up being your hypnotherapist rather than just the guy you listen to on a podcast. So consider that and bear that in mind. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in that long, healing breath of relaxation, and as you exhale, feel a wonderful sense of release as if in the outward breath, any stress, worries, tension just feels like it's leaving your body as you exhale. Breathing in relaxation and exhaling tension. And allow your eyelids to feel relaxed and heavy. That's it. A tiny muscle responsible for your eyelids opening and closing. Just allow it to release all tension. And with your eyes fully closed, you can become more aware of the sound of my voice. And allow the sound of my voice to communicate directly with the part of your mind capable of powerful, profound changes. Breathing in relaxation, exhaling tension. That's it. And the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become. And the more relaxed you become, the deeper you breathe. That's it. And as you really drift into that place of relaxation, your imagination awakens. And I wonder if you could imagine keeping your physical body exactly where it is. And let's do something that some people call astral projection. As your physical body stays where it is, allow your imagination to float up out of your body into the sky and to start feeling what it would feel like to float, drift, or even fly to an entirely different part of the world. I want you to imagine embarking on a wonderful adventure, flying all the way to Switzerland. I want you to imagine what it would feel like to fly over cities, oceans, mountains. And I want you to imagine flying over Europe, flying over France and Spain. I want you to imagine over northern Italy, up there into Switzerland. And maybe you can see the great Swiss lakes. See the mountains, the hillsides, cows grazing. But I want you to imagine as you float and fly to that place, I want you to imagine that your mind and your subconscious is guiding you to a specific precision watchmaker somewhere in one of the Swiss towns or cities. I want you to see a watchmaker that has dedicated their entire life to the intricate mechanisms of a precision watch. And I want you to imagine seeing one of those precision watches where the back has been removed and all of those intricate cogs and coils and even gemstones are there in that precision watch. But it's in the watchmakers for a reason. For many years, this watch told perfectly accurate time. I want you to imagine it's one of those watches where the movement of the wrist powered the watch. And whenever it was set to the right time, it would continue telling that accurate time. And then for some reason, unbeknownst to the owner, I want you to imagine that that watch wouldn't tell exactly the right time. Maybe it was too fast, and maybe it was too slow, or maybe it just got stuck at a particular time. And that's not much use to have a watch, even a valuable watch, with all of that remarkable engineering, if it doesn't tell an accurate time. But imagine seeing those intricate precision parts. And I want you to imagine that this watch doesn't need the watchmaker to repair it. I want you to imagine seeing a self-repairing watch. I want you to imagine millions of tiny nanobots, robots the size of atoms, identifying every part of that watch and diagnosing exactly what the issue is. No guessing. They know exactly what it is. And once they identify that problem, they then go to work to repair that specific part of the watch. What would take the watchmaker hours to figure out, the nanobots have found instantly and are already repairing whatever needs to be repaired. And then, almost by magic, that precision watch starts working exactly as it should. The watchmaker puts the back case on the watch, turns it around, and you can see the second hand moving in a particular motion at exactly the rhythm of 1 second each time it moves. You as the observer, the watchmaker, and even the watch itself now knows that it's back to normal. And as you stare into the watch, there, in that watchmaker's, somewhere in Switzerland, just imagine your attention focusing on that accurate, perfectly working watch. And it occurs to you, sometimes the body can be like that watch. That when even one tiny component is out of place, the watch no longer keeps accurate time. And just as when one tiny muscle or nerve around your eyes is under strain, vision can become unclear, doubled, or distorted. And what if your eyes are like that watch, having that remarkable ability of self-repair? I want you to imagine those same tiny nanobots now doing their work on the muscles and nerves around your eye. Just imagine them exploring, diagnosing, identifying. They can calibrate the nerves to see if they're getting accurate signals, see if a particular muscle is under strain. And as you continue to focus on that watch, notice that you yourself are entering a deepening calm. And just as every gear aligns, every cog in your mind moving in harmony, and your breathing steady and your body relaxed, allowing yourself to drift deeper and deeper into subconscious relaxation. And as you allow your imagination to step inside this watch, continuing to allow those nanobots to go to work on all those muscles around your eyes, it's almost like your mind itself becomes part of this delicate, precise mechanism. Every click, every turn, every gentle movement takes you deeper into a trance-like stillness. And what if this watch is just a parallel for your own vision, your own brain and eyes working in harmony? And just as the watch repairs itself, so too can your mind and body now initiate repair. There's been times where you've scratched yourself or bruised yourself, and your body repaired itself. So bring your attention to your eyes, those 6 powerful muscles guiding movement, and imagine those nanobots going to work, each one healing, relaxing, strengthening now. And you don't have to know which muscle is which muscle, but the nanobots do. The superior rectus, lifting the eye upward, is now balanced and strong. And the inferior rectus, guiding downward, relaxed and precise. The medial rectus, drawing inward, perfectly aligned. The lateral rectus moving outward, smooth and effortless. The superior oblique, adjusting and fine-tuning, reset and balanced. And the inferior oblique, lifting outward, now in natural harmony. And then around them, the nerves themselves recalibrate, like a computer system rebooting, signals flowing clearly again. The oculomotor, trochlea, abducens nerves resetting, recalibrating, delivering crystal clear instructions so that both eyes move together in unity, precision, and perfect synchrony. As the nanobots do their work, healing, strengthening, relaxing, I want you to imagine somewhere inside that precision watch looks like a doorway into the control room of your mind. As you step into the doorway in the watch, find yourself in a room that seems like a control panel, filled with screens, dials, levers, and monitors everywhere, each one representing a function of your health. On one screen, call it diagnostics, you see a glitch, a small bug in the visual system, and you notice how easy it is now to send that information to the nanobots, the repair team, your subconscious. The control room combined with the nanobots' intuitive technology identify, isolate, resolve the glitch completely. The bug in the code is deleted, the signals run smooth, and the system recalibrates to clarity. But while you're there, why don't we optimize some other things? I want you to notice a dial marked Healing Optimization. And just turn that dial. Not so you're over-healing, and not that you're under-healing, but the optimization of your healing to 100%, and then feel the surge of repair and restoration. And maybe those nanobots start going to a different part of your body that would benefit from that healing, even if it's not around your eyes. Of course, they flow to every nerve and muscle in your eyes, but there's millions of them. They can heal and repair and remove anything that shouldn't be there. Dead cells, things unwanted. Just imagine those tiny microscopic robots doing what needs to be done. And then see another dial, and that's called vitamin D absorption. And for some reason it's been set too low. So even if you've been having vitamin D, your body hasn't been absorbing it. So just imagine dialing that dial to the green zone, the optimal level of vitamin D absorption. And as you adjust it upward to the right level, your body responds to this unconscious command so that your body naturally absorbs, utilizes, and even stores the optimal amount of vitamin D to support your eyes, your brain, your whole well-being. As this recalibration continues, feel the gratitude rising within you. Gratitude for your body's intelligence. Gratitude for the gift of vision returning clear, focused, and relaxed. And imagine there's a big screen there in that control room. And because of the nanobot's work, your subconscious learning from that precision watch, the increased vitamin D absorption and healing optimization on that screen in the control room, I want you to imagine seeing yourself just a few days, weeks, or maybe months from today. I want you to notice no need for a patch. I want you to see how you look and notice how naturally your eyes focus as one. Maybe see yourself reading, driving, or looking at nature. See yourself admiring bright colors, shapes, and details. See yourself living life. And maybe at this point, you live in a different part of the world with new things to see and new things to do. And see yourself with such a great quality of life there in that place. And as you notice this future version of you, healthy, happy, vibrant, just watching it, you feel energized, grateful, and free. And then even further in time, maybe a year from now, see yourself living your best life. Maybe you're walking in an Italian piazza, enjoying some food, fresh ingredients, walking through beautiful landscapes. See yourself admiring art, nature, and architecture with healthy, vibrant eyes. See yourself looking and feeling full of vitality, health, and profound gratitude. See yourself walking in sunshine, knowing your body is absorbing all of that vitamin D. I want you to get a feeling it's time to leave that control room. So you do, and you find yourself back in the watch. And then imagine drifting back out of the watch, staring at the watch. But you have the power of astral projection. You can stay there in Switzerland, or you can fly to anywhere else in the world. Any place, at any time, past, present, or future. Because very soon I will count from 1 to 10. And if you're listening to this at a time you would like to awaken, then when I count from 1 to 10, your eyes will open and you will awaken. But if you're listening to this, lying in bed, desiring to drift off into a dream-like sleep, then as I count from 1 to 10, you will not awaken. Counting from 1 to 10 will just take you deeper and more relaxed, stepping stones to that rejuvenating sleep. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of The Hypnotist. And if you've enjoyed this show or got some benefit from it, you may know of one other friend or family member that may also benefit from this hypnosis session, in which case I'd like to ask a favor of you, and that is if you could spend 10 seconds to share this episode with someone that you know that may also benefit. That would really help me to access new people that don't already know about this show. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you again on the next episode.